We got bigger issues now. Yep, that U-joint's junk. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Good morning. Let's see how much we can get after today. Of course, last night when I came down to shut the pump off after getting stuck, yeah, the shear bolt broke. So this morning, I got a bag full of the long ones that I said aren't the right sizes. Well, you know, as all farmers do, we make do instead of running to the store when I cut the ends off. So now they're the right sizes. So I got a whole bag full of right sizes ones. Not a whole bag, but quite a bit. So I'm gonna throw that in, and then we're gonna go haul manure. Well, I know I got a bad seal there, and I was just gonna fill it up. I went to grease everything, and well, we got bigger issues now. Let me sledge underneath here. Sledge underneath here. Yep, that U-joint's junk. That's still good. That one's junk. So, let's see what we can do about that. Got it out. Didn't show much just because we're underneath there. That took quite a long time. Had to cut one top on the side, the bad one, but you can see how that's bad. We'll go to Fleet Pride now. I have a feeling right about now the comment section is getting blown up with why don't you have the Tiger tool, U-joint removal tool. Frankly, because I don't do enough big truck stuff, I don't have all the right tools. But with that being said, I should get more and more. And Tiger Tools build some awesome, like awesome tools. So, but head to Fleet Pride. If they got one kicking around, I think it's like $100. It would have saved my day pretty well. Yeah, part of just getting the job done with what you got around you. So we'll go down, get that, throw it back together. I got a meeting at 4 o'clock. It is 11:37. I have hauled 0 loads today. Yeah, and it's supposed to start raining this afternoon, so count today up as a loss for sure. But I guess it's better it happened now than it happening when we were right into hauling grass and I'd be down in a truck. So always something with equipment. Nothing too major, but always something. Probably didn't help me being stuck yesterday, slamming backwards and forwards. That probably quickly killed that thing. But we did get out. But that's rough on equipment. Little old part, new parts. Look at that. So the new one's got the numbers on it. Let's go get this thing in and haul some manure. So here's where we're at. Yeah, it's a part that goes on the bottom. Had to cut one, as you see there. but basically it's destroying itself inside because one was airbound, even though I did grease it. So we'll get this back together. This whole kit's pretty slick. I'm gonna need 2 hands and the wind's blowing around, but I'll clean this up. It's in. So that was a good time. Now that we haven't done anything today. Always something. I'll pick up my mess and we'll go try to pull a few loads. I did fill up the front axle because that seal's leaking and I know that. And it's on my list of things to do. But we're gonna finish up hauling manure before we get into that. So, I feel like the rain is coming a lot faster than they said it was. There's raindrops coming. There's raindrops on my window. Windshield. Is that a song? I did stop and get my lunch out of the fridge. Since Francisco is spreading too, so I might hit a little bit of traffic jam where I can eat my lunch. Oh, this looked good. I got out last load, checked the U-joint, everything looked good, bolts were tight. You did a good job, bud. We'll see how many more loads we can get out before rain shuts us down or I gotta go to the meeting. Well, I am stuck twice in the same field in the same video. So dropping stuff too. I couldn't really do anything back here. I came around the corner and I started trying to cut up to here to get back on high ground, and I knew it was gonna get wet and it just sucked me right in, so I just kept going trying to get the tank empty without stopping. I'll get a pull on that one because I ain't getting out. It gets wetter, but then it dries out up there, but you can see it's just a little damp, and it is raining. And I will never curse the rain because years like last year where we got 4 inches of rain, it can rain every day and I'm okay with it. Well, not every day, but. Alrighty, we'll wait on a tug from the Francisco and the tanker. So what we got for lunch today, we got some French fries. We got some carrots underneath. What else did I make? Rice. This is leftover dinner. And I got a filet underneath with some Alpine cheese on it. You excited for this? I forgot a knife and fork. I did wash my hands like a little bit ago. That's a good steak. Alpine cheese from Cabot. Absolute favorite thing. Tractor's here. actually looks kind of stuck over there. Me turning the wheels didn't work out. You're not loaded, are you?
No,
I was gonna take this off anyways. Gotta go on the chisel plows. That's what I thought it was, an 18. So that has to be done. These plows aren't gonna get used till sometime next week, I think. So I guess I'm just ahead of myself. That's really what it is. Put both bolts out. You put your leg back in. Really not hard to take these out. It's hard to do it with one hand though. There we go. Oh, the sun's back out. Pulled me out if he didn't have the tank and we were pulling from the rear, but I don't know. Before I made YouTube videos, when I first got the Mac, I could get the Mac stuck, loaded, hook this thing to it, and pull it out by myself. So this thing's pretty top notch, and the Mac goes a lot of places that probably shouldn't. We're out. Load up. That thing does a number on pulling things out. It's meant to pull. He's gonna spread that spot where I just got stuck. Then maybe one more load down here from us. Maybe. Let's go see. See how good that spreads. You stay here for a minute. You don't need to be covered in manure. Got some mud on the tires. So that was struggling to spread when it got too solid. Now it's spreading really good. He's going as slow as possible. And he's been spreading the field out back. The rain went away, and it's actually like a beautiful sky, but they do say at 5 or 6 o'clock it's gonna go back to raining. So I don't know. I wish I didn't have to go talk to that landlord this afternoon. I could keep hammering out some acres, but it's all part of it. All part of the life, the puzzle of life. We'll get this home. I can't, let me get up here, get my finger out from the, I can't spread anymore out there. So he's got like 2 loads left, but I was getting stuck or spinning going through right there. So it's best that I just have him finish up 2 loads there and be done. And he says he's almost done out back. So we've dropped the tank, even though we've only hauled for like 3 hours. We dropped the tank like 1.5 feet so far, so it's nice when you're close. 7520's hooked back up to the chisel plows, and yeah, I'm gonna, what am I doing? Got to jet over to Concord, meet with a landowner, and I'll be back. Maybe it won't rain in between, and I don't know if Kevin's gonna come around the 7520 or if I'll go run it. Either or. So I'm really trying to get into going farming, and I did tell you guys that I picked up this property. The town wasn't really sure of where their property line is, because half of this field, which they thought it was only 0.5 acres of this field, belonged to the neighbor. But he has all the grids of how it was worked out. And here I am. He's not a fan of any chemicals, which they do scare people. But we are stewards of the land as farmers. So I think I agreed to not using any chemicals. My plan is to put this into grass in the fall. I'm not putting it into grass right now because the soil is, yeah, just full of weeds and junk, and that's why I got a plow to turn that underneath and get going. But I don't know if I just shot myself in the foot or not. He said he'd get back to me. He was going to talk to his wife. Oh. Yeah. It does look like it's going to rain. So the whole reason I'm trying to get more ground is to go farming more and more, and be actually able to financially farm more and more and full time, and on paper actually look like a farm. Well, officially look like a farm, which allows me to do a lot of different things, allows banks to look at me differently. But yeah, this might be a project. It's ready to go, but that's saying no. It's gonna pour. Yep, I do have the cap. It's just gotta be straightened after getting too close to a tree. But I guess with that being said, I was gonna go chisel plow for the afternoon, and yeah, this guy is telling me that's not a good idea. So I guess this will wait till tomorrow, next video. Appreciate you guys watching though, really do. Things have been lit lately, so we'll see how many more days I can keep this rolling as far as daily uploads. But till the next video, have a good one. Thanks for liking, subscribing. See you on the next one. Literally just in time. Good call to everybody who said I shouldn't go out chisel plowing.